Yo, y'all don't wanna know. Fuck around and see it, cause you know I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Web3 breakfast, serving size like Texas. I'm a beast, yeah, baby. You know I'm reckless. We stacking blue chips, my people by the dip. Matte Black Lambo coming soon. Don't forget, sign the check.
Web3 breakfast. Fuck a Lexus, push a Maserati, keep a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless. Fuck a job, cash the check, grab the bag, hit the flight, we on the next one. Wife changing money, just ask my honey. Got a diamond on my face, I can't help it, I'm new money.
Web3 breakfast, wake and bake, appreciate the checklist, moderate the stage, perplexing everything you say, and not to mention, I think I rug. Maybe I should shrug it off, go touch some grass, perhaps some plug.
Web3 breakfast,
Web3 breakfast.
Yo, what is going on, Web3 Breakfast fam? GMGM. How you feeling? It's Thursday. We got it Thursday, August 31st. I cannot believe this month is now over, man. Didn't we just start like the summertime and now the summertime's over already?
There we go. Unmute. It is absolutely crazy, bro. Like we are literally tomorrow, September. One day.
Crazy. And then that means nuts. When is the first like actual first day of fall? Like that's soon, isn't it?
You know, I actually don't know. I have to Google.
I see we got Scotty popped in and we're gonna bring him up now. We got Scotty. Let's see. Let's go this view right here. Boom. What's up, my guy?
Yo, I was actually just tweeting out the space real quick.
Awesome. We got I am so excited about today's show. Usually we spend a little time chopping it up, but I think we should, we'll chop it up for a few minutes and then get to business because we got some business to get to. We are going to be talking about Web3 gaming and building a 100K Web3 exclusive gaming portfolio today. And right now this is just on paper, but that doesn't mean that this can't be a real portfolio anytime in the near future. So keep that in mind.
It's actually a really easy portfolio. Just buy WAGME.
Just straight, because we're going to do 10 right now. I got 10% we're going to allocate to USDC. We always got to keep some dry powder in case something happens and we got to make a move. So we're going to keep 10K. So we got 90K to allocate. So you're saying put 90K just straight into WAGME. That gets me a good chunk of change, doesn't it?
I mean, if you did it like 2 days ago, you already be up quite a bit.
Yeah, we went up like 30, like was like 20 or 30% or something like that in the last couple of days.
I think we're up like 45, 50%. Yeah,
big,
been pretty crazy.
But you guys just announced a partnership you got going on with OpenSea, exclusive partnership. Very excited for that. That collection, man. That thing looks tough, man. That looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's something that we've been working on, holding on to for a few months now, right? And the partnership with OpenSea is very special because it's not just going to be like on the front page of OpenSea. This is going to be a massive marketing collaboration with them. In fact, we had a call with their marketing team on Monday just kind of walking through some of the things that we want to do. And then it's also been a huge effort on the team's end because, as you guys know, we're on the L2 for Immutable. So it's players are having a really hard time diving into the L2 because there's a lot of stuff you have to do to connect your wallet and transfer assets and things like that. So it makes minting L2 assets not fun for anybody, including us. So the OpenSea partnership is great because it's L1. Everybody knows how to use it. And then the founders pack is going to be a pass. And then you can buy the pass, you can hold on to it, or you can go to our website, burn it, and get all 32 cards out of the pass that way. So it actually creates a deflationary mechanism on OpenSea as well. Kind of like when you were a kid and you bought like Pokemon cards, right? You go on eBay right now, there's still wrapped boxes of Pokemon cards. Actually, funny story, at San Diego Comic-Con, this guy, he purchased a box of like NBA All-Star cards in a wrap box, and the first pack he opened had like a signed Jordan or something like that. And it's like
shit.
instantly
That's
just
awesome.
made instantly just so there's a lot of different ways to collect and have fun. That's not our token. That's the
Oh yeah, nope, you're right.
That's the scammy one.
I bet.
Or Wagme game.
Gotta watch out for him.
Don't buy that one unless you want to be exit liquidity.
There we go. My bad. There we go.
Awesome.
There we go. That all-time chart looks juicy, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've been fueling the jet for a good 18 months, and now we're ready to take off.
I love it. Love to hear that. All right, so we're definitely going to add some Wagme into the portfolio. We got to figure out how much we want to do that. We got some other guys up on stage that definitely I cannot wait to hear what they want to add in this and what the community's saying. Guys, remember, this is Web3 Breakfast. This is a community decision on what we're going to add in here. I do love the idea of adding some Wagme in. And then when you said Immutable, I saw 7 light up the emojis, and so I know that we were talking beforehand that IMX is one that we definitely probably want to add in the portfolio. We just got to figure out what to put in there. But we've got Final Frontier here. We got Commander Ardo. We got Matthew, our resident financial advisor, in here. We got Ken. We got Craig from MetaRides. We definitely want to hear from him. We got Turv Fam living in the building today as well. And anybody else, guys, you want to come on up? I think we can have a few more people up on stage. So if you've got an opinion, you got a thought that says, hey, we should add this in. This is happening. Oh, they're getting ready to launch this, or this announcement is getting ready to come out. Come on up here and talk. We got one rule. If it's your first time in Web3 Breakfast, Turbo, what's our one rule?
Don't be a douchebag.
All right.
All right. That means no homophobes, no sexist, no racist. Anything else can go. You're welcome to have an open opinion, but just none of that.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's all we ask on this stage here at Web3 Breakfast. And we do come for you every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So thank you for being here. Scott, thank you for joining us. Anybody else that is on stage, and if you want to join us on the stream, you're more than welcome to just hit me up in the DMs and I'll shoot you the link. So let's go to Go ahead, Joe.
And I gotta say too, Scott, man, if you guys aren't watching on YouTube, we are streaming over on YouTube and Twitter live as well. But Scott's setup is like freaking amazing. It's like blurred out. Like I want to see all the awesome things he has in the background. I mean, little hunk. I mean, geez Louise, like I feel like we're like on a stage with a supermodel here. So make sure you guys check that out on the YouTube. Give it a follow and subscribe.
Yep, and you can actually easiest way to find that, you can navigate it through here on Twitter, or just go to our website, web3breakfast.com, and then you can navigate to the video section, and there is the live feed right there. So you can just check it straight from the website. Boom. I think jchains.live will also take you there. So we try to make it easy for you to visit us and watch the stream if that's what you prefer.
And then there was Ardo.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, fam? How are you?
Hey, I'm excited about today's show. I want to retweet button. Get all your gamer friends in here. Get all your fellow gamers in here. Gaming projects. I see we have Atlas Theory in the building. One of the top influencers in the Star Atlas community. He's done amazing things for a couple years now. Great videos on YouTube about just a breakdown of the schematics of Star Atlas and several other games. I'm excited to see what you got lined up today, Jay Chains, along with everyone else that's in the building, including Mr. Craig and the man, the myth, the legend, Six himself.
Oh yeah. 6 is the man.
What's up? What's up? What's up? GM.
What's up, family?
I got fucking COVID, man. Dealing with all these exes. Yeah. They got me.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, but I'm good,
Yeah,
man. I'm trying
It's
to
not round two though.
I was gonna visit, but I got to stay away from you now, man.
Nah, that's good, bro. I don't care. I come out with a hazmat suit. We going out. That shit don't never stop me, brother. Listen, this is the difference. When you got a body built for war, the COVID really don't hit you hard. I'm just feeling a little under the weather, man. If you just please don't take it offensive. This is you. If you just got a motherfucking McDonald's eating, just not taking care of yourself ass shit, it's gonna sit you in your ass. But
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, don't be eating McDonald's. Listen, since we did our conspiracy theory week, my algorithm has been so screwed up, and so I get all the weird stuff. But I did learn, and I'm actually thankful for this one. I learned about the potatoes that go into the fries at McDonald's, and how the people that spray it with the chemicals can't be around the thing for 5 days, and then they got to sit in a silo in a warehouse for like 6 months to degas. At that point, that's poison. No, thank you.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, I doubled down. I'm going to be honest. I never ate McDonald's until after the conspiracy week. My McDonald's consumption went up like tenfold, bro. I'm like, I want these poisonous potatoes because, they probably just trying to trick us. They're trying to get us not to eat French fries.
Did you ever back in the day where the guy was trying to prove how unhealthy it was, and he was like a really fit dude and only ate it for like a couple weeks, and
Literally, right?
It was like killing him. It was killing him.
No good. Matthew, you got your hand up. What's up, man? How are you? Good morning.
GMG. I posted something to the nest up there, but I wondered if I could get maybe 2 minutes just to share a quick story about the first poem that was ever written about cryptocurrencies live in front of me last night on a typewriter.
Yeah.
So there's this dude in North Carolina in Durham named Poetry Fox, and he's a dude who just sits in a fox suit, and you give him one word and he types a poem for you, like right in front of you. And so last night, in my true Web3 fashion, I gave him the word cryptocurrency, and he wrote the following poem. Understanding is overrated. The logic that has guided us this far, given us the periodic table, the driverless car, has also been fallible and disastrous at times. So now, embrace some mysteries, a bit of Bitcoin, a chunk of Ethereum, some cryptocurrency might set you free. And I thought that would get us in a good mindset for today.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that.
Not only financial advice, but also poetry advice too. Where else are you getting that?
Are we supposed to do this now?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that was nice. It's always refreshing, to hear someone else's take, because you said it was the first time he's ever done poetry or on crypto, right?
Yeah, and like everybody goes up there and they say words like love or travel or something, and me being me, and like my team name for trivia is always like buy Bitcoin or something like that. So I'm always trying to advocate for adoption wherever possible. I'm like a giant walking Web3 billboard. So I made him do it in front of me. It was great.
Love it, man. That's the rule. Taxi drivers, Uber drivers, when you get in front of strangers that you probably never see again, why not, man? Why not talk about it? See if we can pull somebody in. There has been several times that's worked. Or you find out. We actually who was I with? Was I with you, Turbo? When the guy basically told us his entire portfolio, and he's just like, he had like a couple $100,000 in crypto. He's like, oh, I got this. I guess we're like, dude, you don't have to tell us how much money you have. You can just say,
people like to see how much money they have.
It's like, chill out, man. Like,
he was breaking it down.
This is a good topic, though. About the 100K Web3 gaming portfolio. The type of projects that are solid to be a part of, whether it's their crypto or their NFTs that you can monetize and earn some of the crypto off of. And Six, I know we've talked about it. J Chains, obviously we have, but this is actually going to be one of our hit points during the gaming summit at the Global Forum. And so I'm definitely excited to continue this conversation. Then, of course, we will be live and recorded for the world to see.
Love it. This is like a little practice session then.
Yeah, knocking the dust off. Turvek, you had your hand up, family.
Hey, good morning, Web3 Breakfast people. You all have the face for TV. I've got the face for radio. So keep it up, JC. Turbo, you guys are awesome.
Love you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. No, I just wanted to jump in real quick, 30 seconds, because I know you got a little princess in your house as well. Mine is turning 16 today.
Oh, congratulations.
My
Happy
life
birthday
is flashing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's my life's flashing before my eyes. This is Web3 community. This is just a gentle reminder that they grow up fast, people. They grow up super fast. Take every moment you got. Thanks, family. I'll drop down, JC.
Oh, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. And yeah, that's the fastest 2 years of my life so far. Like, it's been insane. But I'll tell you what, like, I cannot wait for all of the cool more memories to be made, man. 2 years, we made a ton in the next, 14. I can't even wait, man. Happy birthday to you.
You got to take photos and do a photo dump every month so you can keep them all like August 2023, September 2023, October 2023.
Bro, what we need to do is control my wife's phone and send it off to have somebody do that, because literally there is probably, no joke, about 1,000 photos taken every hour,
every day.
Yeah. I have to keep, like, I just keep getting like a ding saying, oh, we bought more storage through iCloud. Ding, we bought more storage. Just fueling a photo.
So when I met my wife, my daughter was 11. She's 23 now. So when you start getting into like the teens and 20s, you give me a call. I'll coach you through it.
Oh, please. Thank you. Please. I'm so afraid of that.
I'm in the teens now. Oh my gosh, man. You want to talk about teenagers. Jeez Louise. I mean, but that's what I'm excited about for gaming though. You know what I mean? Like, my kids are gamers, like,
yeah.
I just want them in here.
My daughter plays Fortnite every night with her boyfriend. I love it.
Yeah, we got some great projects on the stage too, as well, for kids. I know Craig and Metaverse have definitely been working on ways to incorporate Gen Z and Gen A, which is where great vast majority of the money generated in the gaming industry right now is coming from their parents. And and that's something I know we spoke about, Jay Chains, of if Web3 gaming is to survive, how can we incorporate the income stream that's coming from people that aren't even old enough to have a bank account or a driver's license, and being able to safely but successfully have them a part of that revenue stream that these gaming projects do need in order to thrive and survive in Web3. I know Atlas Theory has touched on that before when it comes to Star Atlas and that monetization, right? What is monetization? It's bigger than just, the adding something to the portfolio. It's actually the residual income you're pulling out of the portfolio. And so I would love to hear from Metaverse and what Craig is doing and what it sounds like to have something like that in the portfolio. And I know Six definitely can touch on that, because he's big on having successful projects in a portfolio that can grow and not just sit there and be stagnant.
Matthew, I have a question for you on that, and really quick, and thinking about this whole thing, like, and if you do have a child who's a gamer, and if anybody knows the answer to this, but I feel like Matthew might have the best answer for it, but if you do have a child that's a gamer and they have all of a sudden started to earn large sums of money, is it that, I mean, that eventually goes on to income, to your income statement, but is there a way you think in the future maybe to rewrite, and it's going to be difficult, right? Because then now you open it up to ways to abuse the system, but, change child labor laws to where, if they're, participating in an ecosystem like this, it's not like, sewing shoes in a factory, right? Like, they are different things, but obviously people will find ways to abuse it to where now you have like a warehouse full of computers and children are just forced to sit there and play the game to earn the money. So like, I don't know, how do you facilitate like this new industry that is going to be fueled by young people that will be definitely generating money, but don't put their parents to a whole new income tax bracket and like screw the family over?
That's a really interesting question and odd dynamic. And as a child myself who plays games, I can tell you that it's definitely something that's going to come to a head. Warren Buffett famously paid taxes was like 12 years old. So he was working and paying taxes as young as before he was a teenager. And those laws haven't particularly changed in any way. As long as a child isn't doing quote unquote labor, I think in the United States, they can earn a living with like a lemonade stand or any sort of thing that they want to do. Those laws are really in place to protect kids from like those meat packing plants where they would get like, you know, ingested into machinery and stuff. So parents do need to take due diligence on income that does get generated from any of those assets. And the kid will need to file tax returns, which is actually really cool from like a financial literacy standpoint. I would encourage parents to like help their kids figure out what that is. And then, you know, it shouldn't be a ton of money unless it is, but I think you're going to see this too with like esports gaming, right? You're going to have a ton of kids making a bank. And, you know, 16, 17-year-olds making hundreds of thousands of dollars on Fortnite, properly situated from a tax perspective.
So then really quick to kind of follow that up, say I like, you know, in the future decide to employ my child, my daughter, into this media company that I have, and I put her on a thumbnail or I put her voice on some video or something, right? And this way that justifies me being able to pay her. Does that then mean she has to have like either her own company then to pay into, or does she have to start filing her own return, or is she still dependent on me even though I am paying her?
Well, I'm not tax advisor, but my thought here is that one, she would either have her be like an independent contractor, so she wouldn't have to set up her own LLC. If she does set up an LLC, taxes pass through the LLC and go directly to her anyways. So it actually could be a way to have her start her own business and create credit, which is always a good thing to do, especially from a young age. So the beauty of this situation is that it's one person who's your dependent. I'm not sure about the sort of quote unquote dependent relationship in terms of taxes, but it's definitely a powerful thing to do for a kid, especially getting them into savings, understanding the tax situation, and all that stuff. So applaud anybody trying to do that. And it's just going to be really beneficial for our kids as they get into this ecosystem. And frankly, from my perspective, the only reason I need to have or want to have kids is because I need to put them to work and have them make more money than me. So that's really the point there.
And there's also the parental I mean, we see it when we buy our kids tablets or phones, right? We have those parental controls. Well, you're going to start seeing that when it comes to Web3 for these games that the kids are playing, right? If you bought your kid, let's say a little $500 spaceship for Star Atlas, and well, here comes the bull run, and next thing you know, your kid's telling you that they've earned $150,000 and you know, from monetizing that asset in the game. Well, then you got a whole different tax situation, right? The investment versus the earnings. And so how is that done? Well, you probably should have a good CPA or have a really good understanding of what that means when you hit that cash out button for the rewards that the child has earned. To them, it's just rewards. Daddy, I've made a lot of money. But Daddy owes the IRS a whole new bracket of money. So and like Matthew said, there's some
and two, like one quick thing is if they're going to be trading NFTs and those NFTs have monetary value, anytime they do that, it's going to be a taxable situation. So, you know, some kids aren't going to be aware of that, and they, by the end of the year, may have hundreds of different transactions that need to be accounted for. So parents would need to be a little bit, you know, cautious of that.
That's why I just lie, Matt. I just tell them, and they're like, "Do you do crypto?" I say no. I just keep going.
What's crypto? Do y'all do crypto? I don't do the crypto.
The crypto?
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I know Six has had his hand up for quite a while.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get to some hands. Yeah, let's go. We'll go Six. Well, actually, I know Six, you had your hand up, but we are a room of gentlemen here, so the option is yours to give to Sapphire or continue. You're totally your choice.
Since you put me on the spot,
I appreciate you, man. I love you. I appreciate you,
dude. I was hoping so bad.
Totally your
Sapphire's like another dude, though.
I'm sure she'll love that.
Why are you talking about my little extra something? We're not going to go there today. We're going to keep it classy. Thank you, Six. I guess my question is simple. For somebody like myself, I don't play games. It gets my blood pressure going. I'm screaming and yelling and I suck. But I like to watch people play. So is there something like what you have on YouTube and with Steam that's like, is there something similar in Web3 for people that like to watch games but not necessarily play them?
Oh, that's a really good thing. Because I'm the same way, Sapphire. I'm not a gamer. But I've always, like, I could sit there and hang out with friends while they were playing. That was more fun to me than actually playing. I was never enjoyed playing. That's a great question.
We're not quite there yet, right? You see a lot of that with Call of Duty, with World of Warcraft, with Diablo, with Minecraft, right? We're not quite there yet in Web3, but it is going to come from the guild-oriented systems, because if you look at the vast majority of your top-end streamers, yes, some of them are independent, but a lot of them belong to a guild, and they stream because it's not only advertisement for that particular guild, but typically those guilds have some sort of sponsorship system in which the sponsors are requiring those high-end streamers to put that content out there. And so as Web3 gaming becomes more popularized, that's, I think, the brink of where we'll start to see a mass inflow of Web3 gaming content put out there for the viewers to watch. You do have some top influencers like Crypto Stash that does stream a lot of his gaming. Atlas Theory does provide a lot of videos, not necessarily streams, but videos. Moonman as well. So you're starting to see the content pop out there, but right now it's more of a, you kind of have to know who that person is to watch their content versus just typing it in and seeing, just having a plethora of results pull up for it.
Well, we're actually doing a battle royale today at 2:30. We've been doing them last week. Did 3 last week too, over at WagMe Games YouTube channel. I actually have every time we do one, I have a ton of our community and other content creators joining us. And it works out great because we'll all be on video talking smack and battling each other, but the matches that get found are random. So a lot of times we'll battle each other, or we'll end up battling people in the comment section, and then they talk smack there. It's what gaming is supposed to be. It's supposed to be just having fun. We're not talking about, ooh, I own this NFT and the token this and that. Like, we literally just game for an hour and a half and have a lot of fun.
Do you have a link to that battle royale?
Yeah, man. I'll send it on.
You can throw it up to the space station. That's what we're calling it, right?
On YouTube?
The Xbox.
Nah.
No, it's up in the chat. Oh yeah, we did. But I did. Scott, that's Fortnite? Is that what you're playing the battle royale on? You're playing Fortnite?
No, playing my game, WagMe Defense.
Oh shoot, let's go. I'm gonna get on that. Okay. I heard battle royale and I was like, okay, because I just started playing Fortnite and somebody had said Fortnite. I got like 3 kills the other day. I was talking straight trash to 7 because that dude, 7 4K, is a freaking gaming god. This dude, he's humble. He ain't gonna say nothing. But like watching him on the sticks is like crazy. But I still talk mad shit to him about how bad he is, even though he has like 100 kills and I have 2.
I couldn't get on Call of Duty last night because I had to reinstall the whole damn thing. It was not fun. J-Chains, if you add me to the space I just requested, I'll pin
I tried. I think so. I need 7 to come up. I sent the co-host to 7 so that he could come up, and then we can have more people up on stage. I believe that's the issue that we're having.
Okay.
So 7, if you can hear us, go ahead.
I think he's stuck.
Okay.
I think he's stuck. And
I can hop on if you want me to, just to hold the spot.
All right, I sent it to you, Sapphire, to be the co-host. If he's stuck, we'll figure it out.
Who's 7?
4-6 and Craig goes. Craig, you have to give me on the side. You have been accepted for the forum. So if you guys are going to send a representative or you're going to come yourself, just make sure to get with me. I know that's huge for Meta Rides. And, of course, me, Jay Chains, and Turbo would love to meet you in person.
Yes.
6 and Honest, you guys have been accepted as well. I know we had this talk months ago, but you guys have been accepted to the forum as well to join in on a panel and be a part of the gaming summit as well. And I know that that's huge for being able to broadcast to the youth how they're able to monetize and set themselves up for a future, whether it's sports, business, entertainment, but how they can utilize Web3 to design a future for themselves before they've even graduated college.
Let's make it happen. Craig, it would be great if by chance we don't do Web3 Breakfast Down Under between now and October. It'd be great to see you at UCLA. All right, let's get to some of these hands. Let's go 6, then Craig, then Kenton, then Honest, then Mac, then AI Love.
All right. A few things. Well, first one, J Chains. Under 12,000 is tax free to pay every single one of your kids.
For your okay.
You can put every single one of your kids on payroll. Under 12 bands is tax free. You don't even have to do nothing. It's boom. Second, to be honest, it's like this is a space that a lot of people need to be in. Why? Whether you're into gaming or not, if you're into the space, you're into crypto, it's very important. I was just having a conversation with somebody about this yesterday, or actually in Miami. Me and honest, once gaming, porn, and music really get in the space, that is it. You don't know the distance. You don't know where the space is going to go, because that's where all the money at. And really, it's so much money into gaming that regardless if a lot of these gamers don't get it yet, some don't like Web3. It's the future. Like that is the future. The next generation, that's what they're going to be based on. A couple of generations later, all they're going to know is Web3 gaming. Everything is going to be built on the blockchain. So
it'll happen. It'll happen before we know it. Hopefully, it happens before they know.
Go ahead. Even if it happened after they know it, it is what it is. The next generation is going to catch it, because this is only going. Technology only moving forward. It's not going backwards. It's not going to wait on nobody. So regardless of if I like gaming or not, that's what's going to happen. Blockchain technology is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and it's better off for the people that actually get familiar with it. So when it do happen, like you just said, you're not just scrambling around trying to figure it out and trying to call J Change or anybody that's been speaking about this shit for the last couple. Hey man, but what is this right here? Man, I don't have time. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And now I really don't have time to break it down to you. What I've been telling you, hey cousin, hey brother, what I've been telling you for the last 3 years, that this is where it's going, and now by the time that people catch on to it, they're gonna be far behind.
That's it, man, and that's why we're trying to set them up. And listen, this portfolio is gonna live, man. I got this thing. I'll save it on a Google Doc, and we can check it in 6 months and see how it does. And who knows? Maybe we'll give it away to someone in the community.
Yeah, 13 to 20% of internet searches is for pornography every day.
13 to 20%.
It's also a massive industry, right? If you look at the last year, game generated more than most of the industries out there, right? A couple $100 billion to be exact. And if you look at the relationships that gaming has, right? Well, your graphic cards company are now supplying graphics card for gaming consoles, for the computers that are used for gaming. Now you're starting to see TVs be sold for gaming purposes. So there's so many connecting industries to gaming, but like Six saying, music as well. A lot of people don't realize that the price you're paying at the pump was affected by the music industry, right? Petroleum is a process used to make CDs. When the music industry went digital for the most part, there was no longer a need for that for CDs. So they had to raise the cost of petroleum in order to impact the losses they had from the music industry going digital. Now look at gaming. Gaming has done the same thing. You're not really going to the store to quote unquote buy the disc all the time, right? Now you have cards where you can download the game. You have consoles that are designed specifically for download, not to actually put a disc in. And so now when you look at the fact that people can monetize now, well, the NFL has hopped on board. The NBA has hopped on board. The UFC has hopped on board. You're starting to see all of these industries intertwine into what's about to be one ridiculously massive gaming bull run within the next few years. And on top of the news coming out with the FTC giving the green light for Microsoft to make their movement on the biggest gaming and tech deal in history, monetization of those title games in Web3 are coming. So like Six said, you've been giving the bat symbol. What are you going to do with it?
Let's go. I love that. All right. So at this point, and we got to get some hands, but at this point, I can tell you, here's where we are with our portfolio. You guys can either say that's too much, too little. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. But right now, we did IMX, so immutable. I did 35,000 coins right now. It's like 57 and whatever cents. So that's $20,230 for IMX. For WAGMI, Scott, we did 20%. We did 1 billion tokens. That gives us $20,000 worth of the WAGMI Games token. So right now, we've got $49,770 to spend on the remaining part of our portfolio. So let's get to some of these hands, and let's make sure that we bring up some projects that you guys like. Let's talk about why we think that we should add them to the portfolio, and then we'll go from there.
And I just want to let you know, I did pin the link to the live battle in the spaces.
Perfect. Yeah, if you guys get an opportunity, that is today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. I will be watching, much like Sapphire. I'd like to watch people play video games. Turbo, you might join it. Who knows?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely up for that. And speaking of saying, I probably won't be able to play today only because I have to work today, Scott. And if it wasn't for that, I'd be there. And I tried to call off, but I got to go back to Ohio tomorrow.
We'll get you next time. Yeah, I saw a funny meme yesterday. It was like a dad talking to his kid. He's like, "Why are you watching people play video games instead of actually playing? Don't you think it's fun?" And the kid goes, "Well, why do you watch football instead of playing football?" He's like, I got mad and turned off the Wi-Fi.
Internet's off. We're not doing internet. Speaking of game tokens, that I think we should definitely probably get some sandbox token, some sand. We should probably get some sand in there.
All right.
Oh, Matt's throwing thumbs down. Oh, geez. But I do see. I think I do believe Craig. I believe you were next with your hand up.
Hello, everybody. It's been a week since I've been
sounding healthy,
sounding better.
Man, I've been crook. I have been crook. I had the man flu, so I almost died 3 times. As we all know, when you get the man flu, it's the worst flu ever.
Near death.
So
near death experiences every time.
Absolutely. So blessed to be back and talking to you, amazing humans. But I did want to just touch on a couple of things that that was spoken about, and one was what Artie was talking about with parental controls and safety in Web3 gaming, and it's something that Mike and I and our developers are working on. Obviously, with one of the projects and Web2 brands that we are talking with and having discussions with behind the scenes. The first point they made when we started opening the discussions about building gaming for them was they're a child focused Web2 brand. And, their first question was, how do you protect the safety of the children in a Web3 gaming environment? What will you have in place to protect them in terms of age verification and in terms of, parental controls and all of those sort of aspects? So that's being worked on. That will be worked on when we get to that stage of starting to build out the gaming platform for that brand. So it is in the works. There is a lot of things out there that I've done research on in terms of age verification and parental controls and things like that can be utilized in the Web3 game building. So it's coming, and we need to make sure that anybody that's got a game in Web3 that is exposing it and has the potential to bring any children or even the youth, teenagers into it, there's got to be some sort of control mechanism and verification process in place to protect. I've got 3 children of my own, and God, if anything happened to any one of them, I'd be the first one in jail, going fighting for them. So we don't want to bring people that into the Web3 ecosystem. The second thing I wanted to talk about was what Sapphire said was about, if you're not a gamer, is there any aspects where you can watch gaming? And what we have discussed as part of MetaRides is a spectator role within our gaming system. So when Jay Chains goes into the game with his Jay Chains Turbo created race team, and they're racing against, a kid called Beast Race Team or Apes Together Strong's race team or whatever it is, there'll be a spectator mode where people can actually sit in the grandstands and watch the racing. So it's not developed yet. It is been in discussions, but it's not something that we have obviously developed in stage 1 of our MVP release of the game. That's coming out shortly. It's in test mode right now, as you all know. And we've got a heap of people in there testing the game for us right now and trying to break it. And it's been really cool and successful so far, and some really awesome feedback. So And the last thing I wanted to mention quickly before, and any sort of questions is, I've got a couple of points actually, is what Matthew was talking about with monetization. And, we're going down the road with MetaRides as our business and our LLC as trusts, a parent trust that has family trusts and individual personalized trusts within it. So money can be shuffled between all the trusts to avoid that tax, that massive tax element. So there is ways and means to do it. It's a hugely expensive cost. You're talking, around $30,000 for each trust that you get made. So if you have 6 trusts built, obviously they give you a discount on it, but it's a very expensive cost to set up. But as you know, Hermie and I have got our children involved in the project and partners involved in the project. So, money would need to be moved around in terms of assets and things like that through trusts. So that's the avenue we are going down, not financial advice, do your own research, but that's what we will be going down that path. And the last point I want to make quickly before you ask me any questions or tell me I'm wrong with anything is we have to face reality, right, when it comes to gaming. There's 400 million Web2 gamers that log into an online gaming platform every single day of the week. 400 million worldwide. We only have, right now, 4.4 million people in the entire world that own a cryptocurrency wallet. 4.4 million. That's it. As of June 30, there was 4.4 million. So we're not even 0.001% of the entire just Web2 gaming population that have started to accept cryptocurrency. So as people build out their Web2 gaming platforms, they've got to look at things like non-custodial wallets. So when you come into MetaRides Racing and you purchase an asset, it gets held within a wallet inside that game. Right? So a Web2 gamer doesn't even realize that that asset is held within a cryptocurrency wallet. Now, if they want to then use our interoperable asset and take it outside of our game, as you know, that's one of the key components of MetaRides is our assets are fully interoperable. So you can race them in the game and then you can remove them from the game in your wallet and open them in a Unreal Engine or Unity metaverse. But if you want to do that, then you have to move it from a non-custodial wallet into a custodial wallet to be able to open your MetaMask or your whatever you're using, your Trust wallet or whatever, inside a metaverse environment, right? So, but Web3 gaming needs to really put that focus on, if we truly want to onboard Web2 gamers into the Web3 gaming space through guilds like Final Frontier and through all these other people, then you have to make it as simple as possible for them so they don't even realize that there's cryptocurrency and that wallet transaction and all that involved. Because if we look, go back to 1982 when Double Dragon was released. Double Dragon is the very first game ever in the history of gaming to include microtransactions, right? So that's way back in the 80s. So since 1982, I think it was released, don't quote me on the year, everybody that's been involved in gaming has theoretically been involved in a cryptocurrency if you've purchased in-game tokens and in-game currency to buy assets in a game. So all we need to do now is transition that from, an in-game currency to a cryptocurrency.
100%. Now, a couple takeaways from there. One, just when you were talking about, like the racing teams and stuff, when everybody came in here, they did sign the NDA, also the non-compete that they are on Team Web3 Breakfast. So clearly, no funny business, don't try anything. You guys are clearly on the Web3 Breakfast team. So once the racing season starts, you guys will figure out what to do. Another thing. What is your one ad, your one token that you cannot live without on your gaming portfolio?
Oh, if I want to be completely truthful, I would put probably 10,000 of that into GameStop.
GameStop, huh?
Mm-hmm.
7,
like traditional,
and not because of the way they are right now, but as all of you people know, I'm a massive researcher into gaming and Metaverse and Web3 gaming, and It's what they're doing behind the scenes and what they're building behind the scenes and the developments they're making behind the scenes that aren't even announced and launched yet. That is going to bring them back to, that higher level of sentiment, because they've got a low sentiment right now. There's been a few issues with GameStop over the last few years, but what they're building behind the scenes, for me, knowing what they're building and having done the research on it, if I had 10 grand to invest in gaming, I'd be putting it into GameStop, personally.
Well, hello.
What are they building behind the scenes?
What is up, Seven?
I am the GameStop
Are you
advocate.
back so I can concede?
No, you can stay up there, Sapphire. Unless
No,
you got to
no,
go,
stay,
Sapphire, you can
please
stay.
No, please stay
No,
up
I'm good,
there.
thank
I am
you.
getting wrecked by X. I don't know what's going on. It keeps kicking me so hard. Probably because it knows what I'm about to say. Because, Craig, I have been buying GameStop since 2020, sir. I know exactly what you mean when they.
There you go, brother.
All right, so
it is
Scott,
going to be unreal.
Scott wanted to know, what are they doing behind the scenes that makes that a buy right now to add into this portfolio?
And I only say that because we just removed our comic collection from GameStop to OpenSea because it's too hard to buy, and they haven't really been doing anything to update any processes on their website to make it easier to use that platform.
So from what I understand, the SEC is taking a stab at everybody that's doing anything innovative in the space. That's why they had to sunset the wallet after they announced that Bitcoin was the only security, because if that's how they're going to play it, they're going to do something completely different with the whole wallet situation. They're building a Twitch killer called Player, Playr. It is going to be a streaming service. It's going to have a bunch of, it's all going to be on the blockchain. It's going to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen. There are
and Seven, on that wallet, they'll be able to play the games from their wallets. You don't have to download it. Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, it's going to be, I don't know how they're going to do the wallet yet, because I think it's just going to be a layer on top of the wallet you already own. I think that the coolest thing that I'm excited for is the games. Because IMX built the platform itself, I think the gaming side of it, because IMX is coming out with over 200 games in the next year on blockchain alone, I think that will be what sets this off, because eventually it's just going to merge into it, like into one thing, to where they're just pumping out GameStop branded games, and it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in real life and in metaverses, because if you pay attention, they're doing this thing with like Xbox right now did a in real life thing to where if you sent them one of the numbered posters they have around the world, you got a free beta test to jump in the beta right now. That's going to be like a huge marketing thing for the metaverse. They're going to have like posters inside of certain metaverses to where you'll get NFTs or passes or whatever in order to get those game betas or that extra little something, instead of it being like you're going to pay an extra premium to get this like this booklet or this trinket that's going to come with the collector's edition. It'll be a scavenger hunt in some way, shape, or form.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, I think so
GameStop.
That's good to know. I actually I took that note down. Thank you very much for that. I had no idea about players.
So really quick, GameStop for the Stonk Boys, 3.48% up today. That's big in the stock world, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is a serious factor to consider. As we know, bull runs coming 2024, 2025. What have we seen in the last one? Gaming projects will participate in that. So if I'm looking at projects that are about to release, I want to look at what support system they have. Mm-hmm. What type of community are they trying to build? Mm-hmm. What type of relationships are they building with high-end corporations or angel investors that have the capacity to put the funds behind them that they need to get the project built? Who are they trying to recruit? Are they going after really low-end developers and tech guys, or are they actually targeting the serious players? What gaming labs are they trying to be involved with? On top of that, gaming needs to be fun for people to want to participate on the masses. So what type of purpose does the game bring to the player? What type of purpose does the platform bring to the player, right? Like a Gala Games platform, a Mutable X platform. Those are the tokens or NFTs that I'm targeting in the portfolio for the next bull run.
Yeah, I like Gala.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. And I was just going to say to Scott, you know, I think that's why GameStop have been a little bit quiet recently, is because they are building so furiously behind the scenes. They are developing some super cool partnerships and relationships that Artie was just talking about behind the scenes with major brands and major companies. So they're not quiet. They've just, well, they are quiet, but they're not silent and they're not dead. You know what I mean? They're just like most
That's good.
brands.
Yeah, I'm
in
happy to hear that.
right now. Yeah.
That's
They're
awesome.
just building, man, building, you know, and it's the same with what we're doing. You know, we're building behind the scenes constantly. You know, I don't know if you know, Scott, but our head developer is from the EA Sports franchise who built Need for Speed, the whole franchise. So we've got one of the state-of-the-art game developers building our gaming, all of our gaming platforms. So it's super cool to watch him go to work and do what he does, and it's yeah, so we're pretty blessed as well.
That's amazing.
And I guess we hear from Honest. I know his hand's been up so long, it's probably like falling out of the sky.
Everybody's got either a phone book to prop their arm up, or a sling, or a shoulder injury, something. Let's get to some of these hands so we can, you know, get to add some more projects on here. Yeah, let's go. Honest, and then Ken.
Ken was in front of me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let me just I'm really interested in every aspect of the gaming world, bro. This is life changing, bro. I'm every single person that pitches a game, even an NFT project at this point, man. I'm in the zone where I don't want to miss nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grabbing a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you say something, man, it's not financial advice, but guess what? Honest might have $500 of that token just because I can't miss out on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I go to these conferences, and I've been going to these conferences for a long time, and it's crazy how I go to a conference and I just see some. I remember I seen this guy. He was from I don't know, somewhere in Africa. Cool little guy, man. Never talked to anybody. I started talking to him. He started talking he telling me about some tech he got. Then I come back and he's working with MicroStrategy. I'm like, wow, like that's mind blowing. Like this little guy didn't want to talk to nobody. I go eat some pizza with him and tell him to come over here, and I start helping him talk to all these people at the conference. I think like Bitcoin 2020 or something like that. And now he works for MicroStrategy. Like, it's like, man, we really have to stay in debt with everything that's going on, especially in gaming. Man, if you talking about watching games, I watch Twitch. Man, I am the people who subscribe to the people and drop them 5 bombs and stuff. That's me. Okay, I have my own Twitch streamer that I watch every single day, and he's gonna yell out the crypto pimp every single day because that's my profile on Twitch. Okay, excuse me, but on Twitch, so he's gonna yell it out, and I'm gonna drop him 5 bombs. I'm gonna have him doing missions for me. You know what I'm saying? So when he's on Warzone, instead of him playing with guns, I'll be like, I'll drop you 5 bombs. I'll drop you 5 gifted subs if you play with a rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff like that we're gonna incorporate in the future because I like watching games. I'm an old guy, and this shit is entertaining to me. I really will literally sit there and be on crypto and watching Twitch and subbing all day long, $150 a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. So I can just acquire it. So how this is going to go to the next company. I had a guy ask me one time if I would be an announcer for his Twitch stream since he doesn't like to talk while he's streaming.
Come on, man.
And I was like, that could be a business.
Dude, you would be the greatest stream hype man ever. That would be so much fun. I would watch that stream, man. I would definitely tune that in to watch that. And listen, when we talk about gaming and why
I
this
don't
is
know if
all
anyone's
important.
speaking, but I was just gonna say I don't think Six he conceded his spot, and I don't think he ever got his question asked. So if he can be the next person.
Oh, hey, Sapphire. Yeah, Jay was talking. I think you might be. You might not be here. Can you hear me? It's okay though. Yeah, it's all right. Look,
I can hear
we do
you.
that
Sorry,
sometimes.
Jay.
No, you're good. You're good, Sapphire. Don't you worry about it. I was going to say is, why it's important that we're having this conversation. And listen, like typically, like, the show right now, we've been doing an hour format. I don't think that I think we could probably go a little bit longer today. If anybody's got to drop off, I totally understand that. But we're like, we're nowhere near into what the conversation that we need to have, in my opinion, right? So we either shut it down in a couple minutes and then pick up a part 2 tomorrow, or we go long. And I'm fine to go long, but because why it's so important is because we know that gaming, so there's 2 industries, and we talk about it all the time on the show. There's 2 ecosystems and industries that are going to really bring in a critical mass into our Web3 ecosystem, right? And it's music and gaming, right? And gaming by far has a larger ecosystem with like 3.6 billion gamers chomping at the bit to play games, have fun, and like Ardo said, play games that are fun to play. And eventually we'll get to that point. And I know, Scott, you guys are doing some fun stuff. Craig, I know you guys are building some fun stuff for people of all ages too. And I think that's one of the most important things is that you hit on earlier, and that might have been Ardo that said it too, is that we need to appeal some of these games that are being made to different generations. It can't all just be guys that are like 40 that love shooter games. Like we have to like build games for children that are going to grow up through this ecosystem, and we have to start funneling through this blockchain and Web3 gaming ecosystem. And so when we talk about building these portfolios, I love that you said GameStop, right? And in my mind, when I was thinking about this show, not only did I want to have crypto coins, but if there's NFTs that we need to invest in order to play some of these games, if it's like a Nvidia, because like we know that those graphics cards are going to go off the shelves as soon as the metaverse becomes a reality, right? People are going to need computing power again at some point. Like I think that's how it works. I don't know. But so like these are the projects that when we start to think about like this gaming portfolio, it doesn't have to only be crypto. I love that you said GameStop. Let's think about some NFT projects. Let's think about other stock, traditional tradfi stuff that may incorporate themselves a year or 2 down the road. Because remember, that's how you get rich. That's how you become wealthy in this ecosystem, is being early on the tech. We talk about the metaverse a lot because we're several years away. Like if you start investing in some of these metaverse companies now, or companies that are going to help facilitate the metaverse, like M Squared and Immutable and all the these companies that are going to help build it, you are early adopter. Like you will reap those rewards, and that's the whole point of like having shows like this and other people that we try to point out as many of these opportunities for you as possible. And you just got to use your best judgment, use your risk management, use your risk tolerance, and figure out what works best for you.
You nailed it, man. I do have to jump off. I have a call at 11. I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and hello to all my new friends in the space. I'm going to follow a bunch of you guys once I get my hands on my phone.
Hey, crush that battle royale today, man. I appreciate you being here. Let's definitely chat again soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Scott.
All right.
And that was dope, man. That's a good dude. I like Scott.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to check out what he has going on. I was checking out the NFTs over there. Definitely want to dig into that. So
for sure. All right,
I just wanted to say, GM. That's all I want to say.
Love. What is up, my
I've
man?
been
How are
sitting
you?
up here for 20 hours with my hand up.
I know.
Just to tell my guys and gals, GM and all, man, gaming is the future. There's so many proponents and questions I wanted to ask as far as like, you stop, look at Hollywood, look at, with the ruckus that AI is causing with the investment of these technologies. I was explaining to somebody the way that things are organized and structured. You see this friend tech stuff as specifically targeted towards, the individual creator. Well, as technology advances, I don't even know if a lot of these gaming companies are going to be able to keep up with the creators. And I think that that's a whole nother perspective a lot of people may have not taken into consideration. Like, the more that, like, I was just looking at my iPhone 14 I got the other day that I'm still locked out of my iCloud. Thank you, Apple. But I was recording a video and I'm like, bro, I remember a point in time when, I watched TV box, you had to grab the pliers, twist the channels and shit, right? And the contrast was nowhere near its level right now as far as filmmaking, right? And then you stop and you look at where we're at right now, and these cameras are so sophisticated, advanced to where you can basically do a full length feature film with the right, with a couple minor adjustments. So how does the integration of newer technologies, especially when you talk about decentralization, how does this really break down to is it going to be, do you think it'll be still on a parallel, one major established entity, or will it shift towards the individual creator as the technology allows us to create
games on our own. That's the only thing I really have in contention when it comes to the metaverse. I just think that we're heading towards the inevitable individual creators market.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
So,
yeah. I mean, who knows where technology and things like AI take us, right? Like we talked about that yesterday. Like, eventually someone creating an AI metaverse that basically takes your subconscious and creates this for people to go in and participate or view in. Like, it's really strange to think about these things, but like, what we know right now is not what we're going to know in 10 years. And I think, knowing how fast technology actually moves, staying ahead of the curve is really just the most important thing, man. I think, we can't predict, who is going to be at the forefront of it, right? But we can only help facilitate it in for consumers and for producers alike, right? I think as someone who, I'm not a producer or a consumer of gaming, right? All I can do is sit here and from the outside looking in saying, hey, we see an opportunity. We know this is where it's coming. We know that people are going to funnel into our ecosystem via this method. So let's pay attention to it, because the whole point is to make sure that that people have a place that they can go and get trusted information. That, listen, I'm not trying to sell you anything on any gaming stuff. We're trying to have this conversation as a community. I think that's I don't even, whatever.
No, I'm 100%. I'm 100% with you. Yeah, as far as that, like, it's getting the exposure, getting the information. And you're right, no one has a crystal ball, right? Like, I think that's the whole thing that we're in, is just it's all speculative market. I'm already sold on gaming in the metaverse.
Oh yeah.
Because even with the current rate, I mean, look at where we're at as far as crypto adoption. So it's damn near money in the bank. It's just who's going to be the one that has the most market dominance. That's really the way I look at it. And that one is really hard.
And who knows, right? I mean, we know, we know the Microsoft and the Sonys, like, they're coming into this ecosystem. Are they going to continue to control the market? Who knows? There may be a flip. I mean, flippenings happen, disruptions happen. Like, that's something that we really have to think. Much like, and I put something out like this the other day. Like, much like Airbnb did for the hospitality industry, and much like Uber did for the the taxi or the tourism transportation industry. Like, there will be market disruptors that become household names that are Web3 products, just because of the advancements of technology. And we're going to a digital world, and someone will break the mold, and someone will have that idea, like the Coinbase, where everybody's heard of Coinbase. Like, that's probably the one app that everybody's heard of, at least here in the United States, right? I mean, maybe it's Binance in other part of the world or whatever, but we can only just hope that's, as technology advances, as our world in digital, crypto, Web3, all this advances, that some companies will be the disruptors and that become, the household name, and become the Kleenex of whatever, the WD-40 of whatever, the household name, the term that becomes, whatever that product or service is. Ken, let's get to you, and then we'll go to Carrie.
Hello. Oh
Yo.
my God. Yo,
GM.
dude, I knew that this was going to be like a good show when I saw it, but I didn't know we'd be sitting around with all these takes and everything. Honestly, this has been really good. We've gotten like a lot of information, but yeah, J-Chains, Turbo, you're right. We didn't even really start the show. I raised my hand like 45 minutes ago. I was going to say, guys,
I'm so sorry.
you got to get these. It's true. We got to get these hands out of the way so we can get to the portfolio, though.
I know.
The portfolio.
Today might be a long one. We're in the saddle. Let's make it happen.
It's good, though. Obviously, people give a damn. That's why we're all in here. And, like, really, the conversation's now just evolved, because now we're just talking about how gaming is more than just an investment. It's going to be a lot of our lives in Web3. All I can add to this, though, I do have two things to say. One is, what about Gala?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about Gala? I was literally playing Gala poker last night. And then, do you even have Ape in the portfolio? Or are you discounting that after how low it's gone?
Nope.
I'm curious.
No. Okay, so yes, like on this, so I am starting to draw up a portfolio as we talk and put in numbers, put in coins, all that stuff. I did put in Gala because I know it's a big token to me and our community and all that stuff. So I did put 200,000 Gala coins in there at almost 2 cents. That's $3,800. So 3.8% of the portfolio going to Gala. I love Gala. When I was with MetaMoney, we had a founder's node. Unfortunately, I had to leave that with the channel. But I love the Gala ecosystem. I love Jason. I love Bix. I love all of them over there. So I think at under 2 cents is a deal. ApeCoin, come on, man. $1.48 is a steal right now. However, I think it's like 25 million coins set to release very soon here. That will affect the price. I think it's like September 17th. I put out a tweet this morning about that actually. So I expect, I know it sucks, and I'm fully, when the last show I was on, we were talking about, because it was when that thing launched, man, that thing was hot and heavy from 25 to 8, and kind of when I said this thing gets below $3, that's a buy. At $1.48, that is definitely a buy. At this point, though, I would caution everybody to hold off. So I was going to put on the portfolio an allocation for ApeCoin, but at 97 cents. Like, I am fully expecting to secure the bag, sub $1 of that, because at that point, for very cheaply, I can also fully stake my ape or my mutant, and any more that I get in the future, and I have enough ApeCoin to fully stake. I believe. I think it's and honest, you may know the correct number to do a fully stake. I've never staked my mutant. That was not something I was interested in, but I think at this point, it may be wise to do that, make some money versus just having it sit in my wallet. But so that's, yes, ApeCoin is it is in the portfolio. Just I want to wait to get that one a little bit lower. So maybe we just add extra USDC and we wait for that right price target, and then that's when we get in.
Hey, James, I would tell people not to discount the Star Atlas tokens. We're looking at Polis and Atlas, and here's why. Everyone says, "Oh, the price went down tremendously." Well, so did everything in the bear market.
Right.
But let's not forget that project literally broke the Solana ecosystem the day those tokens released.
Wasn't that SBF?
It was. It was epic.
Got him.
It was epic watching Polis go from 13 cents to about $28 within 48 hours. And Atlas, it was a tremendous amount of investment going on. I mean, it was to the point people couldn't even purchase the token because charts were moving too damn fast. We know they're still around. Yes, the whole SBF and FTX thing, but that's because they were one of the investors in the project. But it's not owned by them. So these are things that we're looking at. ApeCoin, I think it's a solid investment, just not right now. It's one of those hold off, let the charts fluctuate, and then be prepared after that fact, and kind of hit those belly points for entries. Not financial advice, by the way. So, but I'm really excited for the spark plug for us to go live during the gaming summit. Everyone in this room right now is going to be excited for what's coming and what's potentially there for future portfolios. So I'm excited to have you guys all on live with us during a time where this is something very significant to get behind the Web3 community, because yes, gaming, I think as Kent said, it's going to be our lifestyles, right? Whether you're on your phone, computer, console, VR headset, you're just a watcher, you're not actually participating. Even the sports, right? All the sports have games. All the classics are coming back with new games. Yes, those excite us 30, 40, 50-year-olds. But again, it's a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Go ahead, Jabba.
Carrie C, finally, my
dude.
guy from Canada.
Goodness.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
That's all we know.
Look at that. We are
That's
on
all we
set.
know.
GM, everybody. Gaming is the future, yada, yada, yada. Let's get down to fucking brass tacks now.
Love it. This
The
guy's straight
portfolio,
business.
all right?
Straight, the Canadian,
So
straight
straight
business.
up, man. Let's get straight to business here. I saw in the chat on YouTube, just as I was about to mention it. We gotta mention Ultra. Ultra is first of all, I just gotta say, like, I understand why Matthew was throwing thumbs down at the sand idea, which, like, I mean, I would throw a tiny taste of sand into my bag, just because, I've been holding it for so long, and I do believe that it's a neat game, but I don't like to invest in games, like individual games, right? Game studios seem to be like where it's at, where Gala and Ultra and what's that other one that I like, Vulcan Forged, they're making like games, right? So if one of those games takes off And I'm talking like Ultra has like some serious connects. Like they're partnering with like Skybound. I don't know if anyone knows they're like the people behind The Walking Dead. And Gal is already working with The Walking Dead too. So those are right off the bat. Those are two bangers. But don't discount layer ones. There might be or layer twos on like Polygon, and there might be a little bit of room for maybe Avalanche or but the other one I was thinking of Render, and that's all I gotta say.
Nice. I like that you said Polygon
because the rendering power is going to be needed for all this, right?
Hell yeah, and same thing with things like Filecoin, Crust Network. The distributed cloud computing. Like
exactly. I don't think those ones. I don't think those have peaked yet, right? Like I look back at the render charts and I'm like, is this but I think it's one that hasn't peaked yet. Like I think that one is has yet to see its all-time highs.
Yeah.
For sure. Right? Like we're going sideways on that one.
So I was in my mind also, when you said Polygon, like I was excited because to me, that they've partnered up with Sony to do the NFTs for PlayStation and stuff like that. Like in my opinion, I think betting on Polygon, like you said in L2, betting on Polygon, you're also betting on Ethereum, but you're betting on Polygon in at a gaming standpoint. Like I think we can all agree, right? Would that be the correct bet if you think about it that way, or is that a reach? All right. I'll take your silence as we're good. All right, we could add Polygon.
You go after yourself, all right? That's what you think about that. No, but I love that. I love that idea though. Because a lot of people talk about Axie, and I don't feel as confident in Axie.
No,
I think
same.
its time might have come and gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it like picking back up.
Unfortunately.
And so I like what. Yeah, and I think that what Carrie's talking about, I think, is right on. I really like Gala. I wouldn't even mind throwing some more into that, just because of they got Grid over there. What is Undead Blocks? Is that in that Gala as well? Undead Blocks? Yeah. No, who's Undead Blocks with?
They're their own game studio, I think.
Oh shit! Okay, I thought they fell under Gala, but I do love
They
Grid.
have a game that
I think
sounds
that's
very similar, though. I can't think of it.
Yeah, but I definitely think that that's a great move. Having the tokens, that's where the problem's going to be at. That's where our gaming problem, in my opinion, is right now. Is you got to have the tokens. There has to be a transaction that has to happen, and then that thing is able to do what it does. So, when you have a lot of people playing these games, if there's not money coming into that game, it's not going to go anywhere. But we do have a hand up.
Really quick before we get to our hand, I let's get to that. But I want to say that's how I feel about Decentraland, right? Like to me, I don't feel comfortable investing in Decentraland as a land for the metaverse, like buying the NFT. But I would buy the coin as like the moonshot, right? And especially now because it's way down. I think that the token will eventually go up because it will be the in-game currency once it becomes a little bit more popular. So that would be my safe bet with like Decentraland. Sandbox, I think that I would do the same thing like I said with Ape, is that I would get enough so that I could get a piece of land and then max stake the land. Or did they stop doing that? Did they do away with that, the whole thing?
Yeah, yep. You can't stake. There's no staking in America right now on the actual platform.
Okay.
But the difference in Sandbox and Decentraland for me is the players that are actually like being involved and the adoption of Roblox as the kids get a little bit older, coming from the Roblox scene, as they get older. I think that Sandbox gives them that opportunity unless Roblox beats them to the kick.
All right, let's hear from K-Laz Got No Filter. What's up, family? Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, good morning. Thank you for having me up. I just wanted to say a lot of these games that are coming out, they make it so hard to get in and play. Like you have to buy a token, you have to buy NFT, you have to do all these things. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I'll try your game, but how long is it going to take me? How are we going to get anybody else to play this if they don't understand MetaMask, they don't understand tokens? So make it easy. Like WagMe Games has made it so freaking easy. It's impossible to not want to start playing a game that you can make money from, right?
Mm-hmm. I love that. And it's literally going to be us, people like you, people like, in your circle, whatever, that need to start changing the narrative for gamers and letting them know about being able to control their own assets, being able to be in charge of it. The whole idea of playing a game for a year and being done with it, and then that's it. You've wasted all your money. Think about it now. You could sell all that shit and you could, fund your next, even if it's not a game, you could make money and cash out and do something new. I think it's all in the education of, hey, listen, like, this is a much better opportunity for you guys. Just got to make sure that we get the right games in our ecosystem.
Exactly. And they're collectibles, for God's sake. They have a comic book. Well, who does that?
Who do that? Where they do that at? No, and you nailed it on the digital collectibles. I mean, these are like our action figures. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids, my kids don't own a single freaking action figure, bro. I had hundreds of Ninja Turtles.
Starting
Batman,
lineup. Remember starting lineup?
Oh, yeah, bro. My kids don't have none of that. They have none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is their thing. But Silver, you have your hand up, family.
Hey, I just wanted to go with the a game pick. Full disclosure, y'all, I own and have these assets is Splinterlands, and then nobody ever talks about Splinterlands. But just like the last person just said, make it easy. You literally can log in with your email address. It creates an in-game wallet. You can buy assets with credit cards. It's been out for years. They're fully doxed. They have a weekly or every 10 days, they have a town hall live on YouTube. It's been out for years. It works. It's like kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Mac. They've just come out with land. They've got staking for their cards. I mean, it's a whole ecosystem, and I never hear anybody talk about it. But Splinterlands has really got something going on, I think, and I enjoy having those assets. So maybe you should look at that one.
I know I've known about Splinterlands for a very long time. A good friend of mine. I haven't actually heard from him in a little bit. Actually, just recently, I heard from him on Twitter. Ken Bozak. Ken Bozak actually has a Splinterlands tattoo. I don't know if he was sponsored by them for a while. But shout out to Ken. He usually throws the shitcoin fest around the same time as Bitcoin Miami. I wonder if he's going to do it in Nashville this year. I got to find out. But yeah, Splinterlands. That is one that it is overlooked quite a bit. It's good point there, Silver. KRC, sir, what you got for us?
I forgot one more. It's the Wax blockchain. It's a layer 1, and it was one of the last speakers was speaking about collectibles. Kayla, I think, or something. Yeah, collectibles. If you're into that sort of thing, these guys have got like partnerships with like Hasbro, Mattel, like My Little Pony. This sort of thing, right? So like your collectibles, it's all that's all they're about over there.
So
so that might be if you're into collectibles.
I had a conversation with Stash about Wax. Like Wax is it's the forgotten about NFT blockchain. I don't know what the problem was, why it's not going to take off like everybody thought or hoped that it would. To me, it's like this. I think the same kind of lines of like where VV is like. VV, yeah, if you like, Muppets or whatever in NFT form, like you can get that kind of stuff there. To me, it's along that same kind of lines. It's very, I don't know. Unfortunately, it was nothing that really has ever hit on my radar. But with Wax, it's like Engine Coin, the same thing, man. It's like, are they just too old? Did they have their time? They didn't capitalize, and that was it. They're time to just figure something new, or what do you think? Is that being too harsh?
No, not at all. I'm just thinking like into the future. Mm-hmm. Like it seems like they've got their own wallet thing that they made it really easy to use the Wax wallet. It's like a cloud wallet. And then I don't know. I'm not trying to push Wax here no, at all. I feel it's just it's a very small holding for me, but I just got it as like a future play, right? Because I don't know. I feel like there's the partnerships they have. Once again, I always look at partnerships, and they've got some good ones, and that's the bottom line when it comes to that one. And I like what they're doing with their wallet, and I like the partnerships that they have, and they seem to still be building. It is forgotten though, and it's like, but there is a lot of transactions on it. If you check NFTgo.io, mm-hmm. It's still in top 10, I think, right?
Yes. Yeah, probably. Which I got to. I have to be better about. We got to talk about that. So I've got a trial of their premium subscription. We've got a code that'll give you a discount on it. I think it's like $60. You can get it for like 34 or something like that. So we can talk about all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to have them back on, and so we can talk about all the exact features of having the premium service, so that it really makes sense to everybody. Because I want to be able to make sure that we are using it on this show and testing all of those premium features to see if it makes sense. That's kind of the deal. Was how does this look? How does this work? We can sample it, and the community can see how it all looks as well. So let's let Turbo remind me over the weekend to kind of formalize some more stuff for next week's shows, if you could. Thank you.
I got you, boss. No worries on that. I mean, this has been. I mean, this has been such a great freaking week this week here. I thought we had some amazing episodes. This conversation has been absolutely great, talking about like where we're going with building portfolios and stuff, man. I mean, adding value to the community is just crucial. So for sure.
I agree with you. To be perfectly honest with you, like I in my mind, we were gonna have this thing nailed down. We'd have this 100K portfolio done in an hour. There is absolutely a 0% chance that would be the case. And I know people got to run and get on with their day. So definitely let's pick it back up tomorrow. I'll keep the spreadsheet open, and as long as it takes, we'll get this spreadsheet and this portfolio going. I do want to give Max a chance to come up here. There's been like 4 or 5 times that she's requested, and then boom, the ruggler happens. There she is. What's up, Max? No, Max.
No. Oh man.
Stuck in the middle, huh?
I've been deprived of Max.
I know. When was the last time she was here? Like a week or 2 ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, Max.
There she is.
That was a miss and a half. Hey, how are you?
Living. What's going on in your world? How's Canada? Eh?
I mean, my world is a little crazy here right now, but this is my dog that I got like in May. She's only happy when she pisses everyone off. So, behold.
Just like her owner.
I mean,
I'm so pissed off right now. Oh my god.
I remember. I remember seeing some comments on the YouTube once, be like, "God, Max is driving me crazy right now." I love it.
What?
Nah, I'm just kidding you.
I haven't been here in so long, and I feel like I've missed my Web3 family. And I love you, and I miss you, and I'm here. Hi.
Hey. Well, welcome back. We appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you,
Thank you.
And everyone else. Now we gotta fill this thing out. We're gonna work on it tomorrow. I know it's pizza day and it's music day, but we're gonna continue on our portfolio journey.
Are we still not inclusive? Is that happening? Is that still a thing? We're still not inclusive.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please let me rephrase that. So tomorrow we are going to continue on with our Friday music and pizza and calzone party, and Stromboli party for those that are Stromboliists as well. We can't be exclusive here. We are all inclusive. So if you like pizza, Stromboli, or calzones, you are welcome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
See? There you go.
It's easy. Just have an open mind.
Boom.
That's it. Just have an open. Where's Nessie when you need him?
And Derek did. Oh yeah, make sure you guys swing by and get your open minds. Come on. There's 1,000 in the collection. He's 30% away. Come on, just go support the big home. Yo, Derek, what's up, family?
Hey, GM friends. I got excited. I heard you all talking about wax, and I'm like, I gotta get up there. So I just want to let everyone know, any questions you got about wax, I will gladly answer them all. I probably can't answer them all off the top of my head, but you can send me messages and I will find you the answers that you're looking for.
All right.
Anything.
I actually do have a lot of questions. Are you talking about wax the
Oh my
whatever?
god, Max. Wax the
Why?
blockchain.
Okay, but
God, Max.
No, so I got a real question, Derek. I got a real question. I know that we've got a like a governance token and then a utility token. Would you invest in the Wax E or the Wax P if you had to pick one, or would you split your investment?
I don't. Recorded space is not financial advice. I don't know anything about all that.
Okay.
Let's just say that. But I will gladly privately talk with anyone.
Gotcha.
Or not we don't have to be privately, but like I'll gladly talk with anyone about anything, but I don't want to like give advice on like what's better.
But there's
coin than
also
what.
the Wax wallet, is there not?
Yes, there is a Wax wallet.
Yeah. My
Can
cloud
you help
wallet.
me? Can you help me set one up?
Sure. I can even send you a code to bypass that 5 wax fee.
I have a code already.
Oh, just put it in when you go to the sign up page. You'll see a little
Okay.
spot and it'll say redemption. You just put
Okay.
that code in there and then run it and it'll create your wallet and you'll be ready to go.
Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you.
And I'll take Max's code.
The ref leak that keeps on giving. I love it.
Sorry, I probably sound out of breath. Like I just woke up, got out of the shower, heard you guys talking wax, so I had to hurry up and get on the phone real quick. So yeah, just wanted to get up here and let everyone know I'm here to help. Any questions anyone's got, would love to help. So, but I'm gonna get back to my morning routine. Love the show as always. Keep up the great work and rock on, guys.
Appreciate you, Derek, man. Appreciate you being up here, guys. Anybody is welcome always to come up on the stage here at Web3 Breakfast. I see we got a lot of new faces in the crowd. So appreciate you being here. Web3 Breakfast, as we say, is a show for the community by the community. So request to speak if you got something to add. If you got any gaming projects that you love, make sure that you come back tomorrow. We do Turbo. We are going to end today with a workout. I think we have to.
Heck yeah, we got to.
And don't worry, Corey. I know you didn't put it in the YouTube today. It's okay. I got you, fam. And so let's. We got a jam, or should we just do the outro track?
Wait, this doesn't go until noon anymore?
Well, no. We've been doing an hour since we came back after vacation. What we doing?
I love that song.
Yeah, what we doing? We about to get this workout. Hey man, appreciate everybody coming out. Thank y'all so much. Are you gonna do an outro or just go? This is how we're leaving.
This is how we're leaving. Leaving with a workout today.
Okay. Heck yeah, fantastic. Well, guys, get up out of your seats, guys. Fantastic conversation. Let's get to this workout. This is Nessie. What we doing? Yeah, you guys can pick that up on the open minds. Make sure you guys swing them out. Support everybody. Let's get to it.
Best friends split over fine brines. End of the day, we all each other's lifeline. Cause what's the point of winning without someone to share it with? Always spread the love no matter how rare it get. You surround the hand me down, Jays. I ain't care if they fail. I'm making music for myself. I don't care if it hit. I'm just sharing the clips. Gotta match what happened to that boy. Out of pain in my heart, what happened to that joy? Had to tap back, didn't want to lose that boy. Lot of love in each other, I had to feel that noise. So what we doing? What we doing? Are you saying whack me, but you laying bad seeds? What we doing? Projects getting pumped just to end up getting dumped. What we doing? What are we doing? Got the whole space jumping, but they never give us nothing. What we doing? What are we doing? Tell me what we doing. What we doing?
All right, guys. Hey, have a great rest of your day today. Do something fun. It is Thursday. And get yourself ready for Friday, baby. It is pizza day. It is one day closer to the weekend. Do something cool. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Have a great day.